Hello. One of the most important aspects of a practice is, of course, having enough new patients to come in on a regular basis and be treated so that you can generate enough services and then from there increase your revenue by broadening your scope of practice and all the services that you're rendering. However, on the patients that you have on a regular basis, the ones that are coming into your office now, how do you increase patient retention? How is that done? Well, this is a 3-part video because there's so many points on this, and in this case actually we have 34 points, things that I have gathered over the years in helping and assisting thousands of doctors throughout the country maximize their services. So first and foremost is, how do you calculate patient retention rate? So this is what you have to do. To calculate your patient retention rate, you use the average number of sessions, of visits, which is divided then by the average number of sessions that are recommended. So if you are recommending a patient, let's say 36 office visits, and then you are seeing only 14 of those, by dividing those numbers, you'll know your patient retention. So now, in the plan itself, what can we do to increase patient retention so that we know that the patients that come into your office are going to come back on a regular basis and be there? If you have designated, let's say, 36, 24, 12, whatever office visit, the amount of office visit that you believe would be medically necessary and in a way that is well documented for the patients to become better, healthier, to live a better life, what could we do? Well, I'm going to cover these points one at a time, and then that way you can see them on the screen and understand what we're talking about. Number one is making appointments, scheduling a breeze. Make it simple. You see, a healthcare practice is no place at all to play hard to get. If your patients have a difficult time scheduling an appointment, they're going to be upset before they even come to your office. Or worse, they're just going to give up and go someplace else. It should only take a couple of minutes for someone to get their appointment in your calendar. That's critical. Number two, confirm your appointments in a way that is innovative, something new. Sending confirmation, for instance, as a text is an easy way to not only remind someone about their appointment, but also an opportunity to show your appreciation for their business, the fact that they're coming to you. Try thanking them before they ask to become a patient, before they're confirmed. It makes a big difference. Number three, have a professional website. Makes a big difference when they see that. You see, having a professional website means that it should be not only professional in its look, in its development, in its colors, and beautiful, something classy, something rich, something elegant. And it will go a long way in helping patients feel more comfortable making that first call. We've been working with a company, and this isn't the pitch for this company, but just may as well mention it since we're in the middle of this webinar. The name is Attitude Marketing. It's a company that many of our clients have been using. They use stunning designs, and the prices, the fees are very reasonable, which makes it easier, of course, for the doctors to purchase and to work with them. Once the design is easily accessible by patients and they understand it, and the clinic is something that is visible for them, the services that you're providing and so on, it makes it so much easier. Of course, it's imperative that your information is well formatted also for a mobile version. You want to remember that the better the experience, the more likely a patient will be in contact with you on a shorter term. Not only that, but many people today use their own telephone, their own iPhone, or the phone that they're using, whatever the case, whatever brand they're using, to do most of their research. Not always as much as a tablet or a computer. So it makes a big difference. Number 5 on our list is make sure that you have an updated Google business listing. Having a Google business listing helps to ensure your information comes up quickly on the Google search, and of course produces a map listing for the patient to get to your practice easily. This also demonstrates that you can take care of making things simple for your patients and that you care about their marketing and your marketing, both of them together. Number 6, make sure that you are power listed. Most doctors don't even know what that means, but I'll explain it. Google listing you see are great. That's what Google says about you and where you are. But there are over 250 other microsites and another about 105 healthcare listings such as WebMD, HealthGrade, ZocDocs, Shutterfly, Shutter Health, and many more that are all critical to make your search engine find you easily. Many people are not aware of power listing or what it does or even that it exists. And there are many benefits that come with it. Again, you can contact Attitude Marketing, one of the companies that I just mentioned earlier. Ask them about their power listing program. They're affiliates, I believe, with one of the largest company in the country that does this. And you can even ask them for a discount. Since you've watched this show, tell them you've watched it on Dr. Dahan Live Show and that you would like to have a discount. They'll help you with that. They're good people. And that's what I like about working with companies that are affordable, but also at the same time amenable to my needs as a person, as a doctor, as a professional, and it makes a big difference. Here's some other recommendation. Number 7 on our list is, how about sitting in your own waiting room for about 15, 20 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes. Have you ever sat in your waiting room, at least for half an hour? Give it a try. By the end of the time, you should have a very good ideas about a few ideas that you can make the experience a little nicer, change things around. It's quite amazing. It makes a difference because you'll be sitting there and you'll know what they're looking at. Even though other people have told you, you'll get to know it yourself. Number 8 on our list is providing enough parking for everyone. Anything you can do at all to provide ample parking is a plus, wherever you are. Consider making some spots, perhaps, reserved for only patients if you share the parking lot with other businesses. It makes a big difference as well. I know that in my practice, my staff and myself used to park in the back, always give access in the prime locations for the patients when they came in. Give patients also, on number 9 on our list, patient payment options. According to the national survey, which was run by Health Policy Institute, it said that 38% of adults don't seek health care due to the cost. Quite amazing. So consider offering your patients a more convenient way to pay, something by creating perhaps either a payment plan or offering care credit or other similar companies. It's irrelevant at the end of the day which one, but it should be one that fits your needs. Number 10 on our list is rethink perhaps your office hours. You see, it may be difficult for patients to come into your practice during normal working hours. Consider having your office perhaps open early in the mornings or later in the evenings to accommodate the people's working schedule, even if it is perhaps just 1 or 2 days out of the week. This will make scheduling an appointment much easier for some of your patients because they won't have to worry about taking time off from work to get to you. Not only that, this can be very difficult to arrange for them, and sometimes they won't even tell you about it. They just don't show up. And if they have someone that they can cover for that shift, sometimes it could cost them, and that could be also a deterrent for them to come. It may also mean, therefore, that they're going to lose time away from their family. Here's a novel idea which I'd like you to consider. Why don't you find out about your competition, not too far from you, and the other practices in town that are closed, and why not you open during those office hours? If they're closed and they're not available and everyone else is not available, why don't you be available? That'll make a big difference and make something and offer something that others don't. There will be part 2, and I'm looking forward to joining you on part 2 to listen to other ideas on how to maximize patient retention. Thank you.